for this list, are we only taking their stand-up into account, or are we also going to include if they did a movie and they're funny in that too?
We'll try and keep it stand-up, but like if the arguments go beyond that, then you can start incorporating other evidence. Yeah. Like what was the first special? Probably Pimp Chronicles.
Yeah.
Do you remember how old you were? I'm older than you, so I was a teenager when that came out. Yeah. You must have been a baby.
What year did it come out?
I did my own old joke right there. I called myself old on your behalf, you piece of garbage.
Sorry, I was running the podcast. Even though we had watched movies, we would also watch comedy specials together.
Yeah.
So like everyone just laughing and him skipping across the fucking stage.
He's one of the best at act outs too.
Yeah.
Like stool work. If you want to study a comedian that uses the stool, Cat
Rogan.
Like late teens and early 20s is when I started really like discovering like Patrice's catalog and listening to those Opie and Anthony tapes. Like when I put Patrice in, those Opie and Anthony tapes 100% are a bit, but his comedy stands.
Yeah.
We'll put him in alone on that. And we got another new weekly segment that we're doing here on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, get in on those poll questions every Monday on the community tab on YouTube and on my story feed on Instagram. But we have started a new segment called Are They Top 10? And essentially, starting last episode going forward, me and Dante will be presenting a comedian to add to the all-time top 10 list. So far, the list has Bernie Mac and Russell Peters on it. And the reason that there's only two names is we started with an empty list. And for the first 5 weeks, me and Dante will each be bringing one name to the table. They automatically get put into the list. Once the list is populated with 10 comedians, then the real debates start. After that, we will each only be bringing one comedian to the table a week and questioning whether they should be bumping out someone in the top 10 already or if they belong in the top 10 themselves. And we'll find some way to actually involve you guys. We'll get like community votes going if there's tiebreakers or all that stuff. I'm sure there will be lots of instances where one of us or the other doesn't know the comedian that the other's talking about. So I think getting the community involved to create tiebreaker situations like that, I think is probably the best way to go and get you guys engaged. But once again, the list so far is populated with Russell Peters and Bernie Mac. My friend Dante here will add another name to the list right now.
I'm going to throw in Cat Williams.
That was an awful cat. I don't know.
That was like a Mr. Mars.
It's pin. I should have done something like that, you know?
Yeah.
That don't even sound attractive. You mean I'm gonna smoke this and die? No, this shit called death. No, yeah, I got no issues with that.
Yeah.
Is that like give me some backstory on Cat in your life? Like, when's the first time you encountered Cat? Like, what was the first special? Probably Pimp Chronicles. I would imagine. So do you remember how old you were? I'm older than you, so I was a teenager when that came out. Yeah. You must have been a baby.
What year did it come out?
I did my own old joke right there. I called myself old on your behalf, you piece of garbage.
Sorry, I was running the podcast. You know? I was trying to pull up some stuff, you know.
Shut up.
2006
is when you found him.
That's when Pimp Chronicles came out.
Okay. Pimp Chronicles Part 1.
Yeah. Part 1, 2006.
It's only like 40 minutes, like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And he brings up like Little John. Little John takes up like 3 minutes of that. Yeah. Do you remember what was your favorite joke off that?
I don't remember my favorite joke off that one.
Interesting. What makes you add Cat to the list?
Because he's fucking hilarious. Like, just...
That's it, though?
All time.
When we start getting to the debates, bro, you're going to have better reasons than he's fucking hilarious, bro.
Am I wrong, though?
You're not wrong, but I feel like there's stronger arguments than just he's hilarious. Because
that's why I added the effing hilarious in there.
I'm not arguing Cat in the top 10 at all. Like, he's fire.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. There's no one like him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Cat is, I guess, to the point where he's immediately recognizable. Like, oh, just the way he talks, whatever he does, that's Cat.
Mm.
And then other people obviously try and do, but it's like, oh, you're doing Cat Williams. But
Do you think people try and do Cat?
No, but I'm saying if they
Cat,
do,
yeah.
you can't because it's so obvious.
He has timeless specials to me, like multiple timeless specials.
Yes.
It's Pimpin',
Mm-hmm.
the one where he's like this. I think that's the poor old Tink Tank comedy special. Like, bruh, the Pimp Chronicles. Obviously, that's the green suit.
Yeah.
That's the one that really got him popping.
Yeah.
There was that one that he did in Florida. I did not like at all. One of the more recent ones on Netflix. I just thought that was
World War III.
Yeah. And the most recent one, the live one, I thought was one of his Tamer specials.
These are all just movies.
Yeah, I know, but don't even worry about it. Yeah, but he's in right now. As of right now,
he's in there. I just also like once again, growing up, my family, even though we would watch movies, we would also watch comedy specials together.
Yeah.
So like everyone just laughing and him skipping across the fucking stage.
He's one of the best at act outs too.
Yeah.
Like stool work.
Stool work.
If you want to study a comedian that uses the stool, Cat
Rogan.
Hilarious. I'm gonna continue with my motif of I'll start with the guys that are on my wall.
Yeah.
So right now it's Carlin on the wall this week. So I'm adding Carlin to the list. I mean, I've said so many things about this guy's got full episodes devoted to him, and I will continue. Carlin is absolutely a legend. To me, he just goes like so much further than comedy, but the legacy that he cemented for himself in comedy, first truly just doing the traditional comedic thing and then finding his voice. If you haven't already, I highly recommend, if you're a comedy fan, go watch the 2-part George Carlin comedy special. I think HBO put it out. Phenomenal. What's up?
For this list, are we only taking their stand-up into account, or are we also going to include if they did a movie and they're funny in that too?
We'll try and keep it stand-up, but like if the arguments go beyond that, then you can start incorporating other evidence. Yeah. Because we will be looking at the scope of their career and impact and stuff at a certain level. Yeah. Right now, we're just populating a list. Yeah. But yeah, like philosophically, like again, I was listening to Carlin when I was like 10, bro. If I were to like span out the comedians in my ages, like my adolescence would be like Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, like the Kings of Comedy, and Carlin somehow snuck in there. Like those guys. Then like my teens is the Chappelles, the Cats, like those guys. Then in my late teens and early 20s is when I started really like discovering like Patrice's catalog and listening to those Opie and Anthony tapes. Like when I put Patrice in, those Opie and Anthony tapes 100% are a big, but his comedy stands. Yeah. We'll put him in alone on that. Yeah. But the fact that those Opie and Anthony tapes, like, and we'll get into that when I put him in. But like, and Kaufman, I didn't find Kaufman until like my late teens, early 20s. And that has such a profound impact on everything. Yeah. Like there's few key figures that like transcend comedy or music to me, you know, like, like damn, I just had a ton of names and now I lost them all because so that sucks. But damn, I'm not even gonna try anymore. Anyways, Carlin is on the list, 100%. Okay. Not even really debatable at this point, because but when we get to the place, it'll be tough to take Carlin out of a top 10 all time. Yeah. We will start to have to do like educating ourselves. You know what I mean?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
We'll have to start doing homework.
Go back and watch all these specials. Like I need to go back and watch a lot of the Cat stuff because all I can remember is laughing so hard that my stomach was hurting. Yeah. You know, as like a whole family event. Same thing with Russell Peters. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I would have family members. You know that one special where he talks about you guys like fucking bootlegged my special? No. I think it was on Red, White, and Brown or the one after that. But
I don't remember.
Either way, we had like the bootleg, like Russell Peters.
Oh, that's hilarious. The burnt DVD?
Oh, we got it from like Pacific Mall or something like that.
Yeah, 100%.
But family members, cousins, like we'd all just sit down and watch. We'd put on Red, White, and Brown. We'd put on Cat Williams.
So as of right now, the Are They Top 10 Comedy All-Time List is comprised of Bernie Mac, Russell Peters, Cat Williams, and George Carlin. So we still have 6 more names to add to the list. Once we do that, we will actually begin the debates on a weekly basis.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast season 5.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10, and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So, like, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.